Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are taking the 240 to my friend Tony's house to get the intercooler piping done. So the motor is blown up, but I'm just gonna end up doing the head gaskets on my spare motor, and while the time that I wait to get all that done, I'm gonna take my car, since it's already all together, I'm to get to Tony's house, have him make my intercooler piping, so I don't have to worry about doing all that after I put the motor back in it. So everything should be done by the time that, you know, I have the motor already. But first I have to get my Q50 out of the way, since the 240 is on this garage door. I have to get my car out of the way, get the four-wheeler out of the way, go and get my truck and trailer, and then come back and take the whole car out of the garage. You know, it's a whole mission just to get this car out of here, but I guess we have no choice. I was gonna go pull my Q50 out here, so it's not on the way of me backing up. I'm gonna have to move another car because it's pretty tight going up the driveway. So get all this moved out of the way, and then we should be able to put the car in the trailer. So I got my car moved. Now I have to go and move my girlfriend's car and move it more to the side so I can back up the trailer all the way up. All right, so I got it moved out to the side. Now I gotta go all the way to the backyard, get my truck and trailer, and pull it all the way up here. Oh, this is a 7.3 and it's a diesel, so it does not start. You gotta put some starting fluid in it, especially since it's cold outside. Gotta hook up my trailer. It's a whole mission. Turn the key, pop the hood, starting fluid. Here you go. Go inside, hit the gas a little bit, crank it. There you go. Nice. Get that out there. Get this up. I am going to take my bumper just to make sure that the intercooler fits. Oh no, it's frozen. I'm taking it to make sure that the intercooler fits underneath the bumper once all it's done, just so we don't have no surprises after we put the bumper in it. I got it all backed up into here. Now I just have to get the car off the lift and get it ready to put on the trailer. So I have everything in the car bolted up. I have the dashboard bolted up, my oil cooler and my power steering cooler. I am seeing that there's like no space to put the intercooler in here, so what I'm gonna have to do is probably relocate the oil cooler maybe to this side, make a bracket, make it fit here, or just somewhere it's gonna be out of the way, because the intercooler is gonna have to go between these two, and I'm not seeing a lot of space, if I'm being quite honest. But these lights we can take them apart and redo them, but we're gonna have to do that afterwards. I guess once I take it to Tony's house, we can figure out what we're gonna do, but for now I have no idea. This is the first time the car touches the ground, and let me tell you, it looks so good even though the motor's all fucked. But I'm about to put it on the trailer right now, pull it with a winch. I forgot to connect my steering shaft, so it's not connected. I have to, you know, turn it by hand, like moving the wheels, so it's gonna be a pain in the ass. So I'm gonna have my girlfriend come here help me stay in the car, pull the e-brake so the car doesn't roll down the trailer, and I'll pull it with the winch and turn the wheels. All right, so she's all loaded up. Put a peel off on the turbo so nothing goes inside of it while driving. It's only like a 10-minute drive, it's not far, but you never know, gotta be safe. About to head out Tony's, drop out the car, and yeah. All right guys, I did not record the process of me taking the whole timing and all the stuff off. I didn't have time to record just because I'm on a hurry to take this off. Tomorrow I'm taking it to the machine shop. I gotta take the head to get resurfaced. I did not see anything wrong with the head gasket, but like I said before, I did put that head gasket sealer on this motor. So this is my old motor, not the one that's in the car right now. This is the one that I had since last year, and you can see some of the head gasket sealer stuff. A lot of people don't like it because, you know, they say that it clogs your coolant, and you can see all the residue left in here where the head gasket was leaking. As you can see, there's no of that residue left there. So the way that the head gasket sealer works is just it goes through the wherever the head gasket is leaking. So my guess it was leaking on this side, The pistons look great. The sidewalls, the cylinder walls look great. So everything looks great with this motor. The heads look perfectly fine. Like I said, I am taking them tomorrow to get resurfaced. I order everything that I need to put everything back together. I pay for the 2-day shipping. Hopefully they're here by Tuesday. It's currently Sunday, so hopefully they're here by Tuesday. And I could get the motor ready this week to get put back in the car. My car, as you can see, it's not in the garage. I took it to Tony's house. So I have to go there right now, help him with my car. He's making my intercooler piping. Since I left that motor inside the car, so we didn't have to wait until I finish this motor to do the intercooler piping. All I have to do is just go there, pick it up, bring it back here, and change the motor. I'm about to head over there right now, give him a hand with the car, and I'll see you guys there. I just got here to Tony's house. This is his right-hand driven Miata he just got a couple months ago. It's super fucking clean. I was gonna buy it. I was gonna sell my blue Miata and buy this one. But I love my blue Miata too much, I couldn't sell it. But he's currently doing the brackets for the intercooler. He already got the 2 top ones on. The bars flipped upside down, so he's doing the 2 bottom ones right now. But yeah, after that we're gonna start doing the piping. So since I don't really have much to do, I have to take the head to the machine shop tomorrow. Then I'll probably come back here to his house and help him with anything that he needs help with. Well, what I'm gonna be doing is just putting everything together, putting the headlights assembly, all the headlights in. I want to put my fuel pump in the car. So everything that I need to do in the car, that, you know, instead of me just wasting time doing nothing, I'm just gonna come here and do it while it's at a Tony's, so I can just, you know, do everything faster. So I got the coolers back in it. I put them almost in the same spot that they were before. I just got the brackets a little shorter. The lines are a little bit too long. I might have to cut them. But I have to redo the whole AM fitting, which is kind of annoying. The power steering cooler, it's mounted behind the hood latch before it was right here up front. I got it behind it, and we have 1 pipe done for the intercooler. So yeah, so it's just stacked up, not done. So it's just stacked up, going up to the turbo, and then if you can see, we're gonna have to cut it a little shorter, and then put a 90 and go straight to the turbo, which is here. But it just took so much time because the batch bar is on the way, so you have to snake it through the batch bar, make it bend, and you know, we don't have any pie cuts or nothing, so all we have is a grinder.
Cut off wheel.
Cut off wheel, that's it. But we
need a bandsaw. That's something we need to get.
I know that'd be nice if we had one.
Bandsaw and belt sander.
Yep. Hey, but
we also did. I don't know if you showed the mounts. We did the mounts up top and on the bottom.
Yeah, we did.
So I mean, check. You know, you can move the whole car with this.
Yep. It's mounted in there. You know, top and bottom, both are done. You know, it's kind of tight with the coolers. You know, the intercooler, the radiator.
That's a good job, Gio. You got all this to fit.
But I am gonna have to put also telling Tony I'm putting a sprayer on it. So I want to spray probably everything actually, the coolers and the intercooler. I want to put a tank in the back and spray everything because I know it's gonna be running hot. It's a lot of, you know, it's super tight in here. I do have 2 big fans, so we'll see how the car runs. You know, these fans are great. They pull so much, you know, air through them, so we might be fine. But I gotta see my IATs once I get the car tuned, and then once I start drifting somewhere, keep an eye on them. And if they're too high, then I'll definitely put the sprayer in it, which is not a big deal.
Yeah, keep in mind it's a low boost, like max 10 pounds.
Yeah, you know, not even, it should be like 8 to 10 pounds. So yeah, it's not like I'm not putting 50 pounds through this, you know. I'm back here at Tony's. It's the next day, and today we are working on the intercooler piping. I've been here for 4 hours. We had to go get some gas, some materials, but we have this pipe tacked up already. Goes from the turbo to the intercooler, looking pretty good. It's super difficult to make the piping since we have no pie cuts. We're literally just running the kit that I bought, a universal kit, and we're cutting it, trying to make it work. So it won't be perfect, but I mean, it will be more than nice enough, I guess. Before we weld this all the way, we're finishing the bottom one, just so we can make sure everything fits good. So he's over here, getting this one tacked up. Looking pretty good. So he's gonna get that one tacked up, and we're gonna mock it and see how it fits. All right, guys, so we have this pipe already all tacked in. We're trying to figure out how we're gonna put it to the throttle body, which, you know, it's a little bit of an angle, you know. So maybe I was thinking about cutting this pipe somewhere around here and using that, but I'm not 100% sure. You know, we still have to figure out. This can move up and down a little bit more. You know, we have play here. But yeah, it's coming along pretty good. You know, I can still move this however I want actually. Go like that. That might be better if I'm being honest. Just having it all the way tucked down beneath the strut tower. That'd be perfect. We still have to put the blow off, maybe put it somewhere around here. I'm not 100% sure. And do the mass airflow sensor. So we have the intercooler pipe finished, all tacked up, ready for Tony to weld it on. But I totally forgot we had to do the blow off. He reminded me. And we have to put my MAF sensor on the piping, which I was telling him I wanted like right on this, just so I can, you know, plug it in and out. It won't be on the way of the brake fluid. It'll be nice and easy. And I told them that the whole pipe will be wrapped, and I am making a shield because the turbo's, you know, right next to the pipe, literally like an inch away from the pipe. So I'll be making a shield to cover the turbo, and the whole pipe will be wrapped in the aluminum tape. And then the blow off valve will be, we're thinking about putting it just right here, right on the intake pipe. And we have enough space to take it in and out. And yeah, it'll be good. I mean, the pipe looks great. I'm happy with it. Both of them go up straight up, then to turbo, and then one to the intake. I don't want to get a 45, like a really small 45, because I have one, but it's way too long and we cannot put this in. Because as you can see,
yeah, that little angle can be fixed with a coupler. So
yeah, so like I said, I have a 45 at the house, so maybe the only thing is like this is a 3-inch to 2.5, so my 45 is pretty long. The 3-inch part is kind of small, so I'm gonna see if I can cut them in half and make them fit here, and then, you know, this whole angle will be way better. Because I mean, it's not bad, but I don't really like it that much. And then we don't, like I said,
I don't either.
yeah, he doesn't approve of it, but I told him to send it. We don't have pie cuts, so we cannot make no pie cuts, or so
we got a hacksaw.
Yeah, we're working with limited tools.
We have hacksaw and files.
For real.
Files.
So we
that's what we're using.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, it looks good. I like it. I mean, it's literally what I wanted. I had to cut up the car pretty bad here, but I did that, not him.
I let him cut up his own car. I was like, you can cut your 240, bro.
Yeah, I know. I did it.
Listen. I was trying to plead with him that we could fit the pipes around the frame rail.
Which you can't. Now you're
looking at he says no. You can't, but
I mean, there's literally no space in here to fit it. Like this
drift car.
That's like an inch and a half.
Drift car.
Between that power brace. But yeah, I mean,
not a show car.
Yeah, it's a drift car. It's not a show car. You know, we're doing this with limited time. Like I give him a day to do this.
Yes, one day. Yeah.
I give him a timeline. So, you know,
we just got gas today.
Yeah, no, we literally just went to get gas, and we're finishing it today or tomorrow. So everything has been, you know, he has to do everything fast, because I'm on a timeline. To get tuned. But I mean, the car is not, you know, I like it. I'm not complaining about the piping. It looks great, but it could be better maybe if we had pie cuts, but we do not. So we're working with what we have. And
it's the first one.
Yep.
I've never done this before.
Exactly. This is the first time ever making intercooler pipe with, you know, TIG. And like I told them, I wanted to use as minimal coupler as possible. I wanted to use 4, and that's where we're at right now. You know, 1 on the intake, 1 on the turbo, and the 2 on the intercooler. And I mean, it works for me. You know, the less coupler, the better. You know, less chance of you have them breaking, and less boost leak. All right, guys. So I'm back at my house with Tony, and it's been like 3 days, I think, since the last clip you guys saw. I got the heads off the motor. I do not remember if I told you guys on the last episode. Actually, on the last clip, I mean. I think I did. Did I?
I don't think you told them that you're fixing this.
I don't know. But, so I got the heads off, and they just came back from the machine shop. I had them resurfaced and cleaned up. They're all back. Tony picked them up for me, so big shout out to Tony. As you can see, the floor is green. I was painting my calipers, and I forgot to put something on the floor. I'm painting my front case and the intake. Intake is over there.
I just yeeted that. That's what that noise was.
You fucking dropped it?
When I was walking by it, my pants got caught on it and yeeted it.
What the fuck? You fucking asshole.
I did not do that.
I was kidding. There's nothing happened to it. Hopefully it didn't crack.
I picked it up and made sure I didn't break it.
Alright. So today I was just parts running the whole time. I had to pick up a bunch of parts for my Miata and some ARP studs. Everyone has them on back order. only Sun Performance in Elmhurst, Illinois had them. So I had to drive like an hour to the shop, pick them up. We're ready to put the heads in. I got a box from Z1 Motorsports with the, I just bought the top timing guide, which mine looks fine, but it was like 10 bucks. So I bought it. I have a timing tensioner because the driver's side chain was kind of loose. The tensioner was not like pushing back. So I just bought one just to be safe. The passenger side was like nice and tight. So I just bought the driver's side. And then I bought all the gaskets to put everything back together. All the O-rings and a bunch of little gaskets that you need to put the timing covers back on. And I have some gasket maker as well. And I have the head gaskets as well. So everything should be here. We should be able to put the heads in right now. We're in the process of cleaning it because you know, it's a little dirty on the bottom. I was trying to clean off the cylinders, but you know, the head is a little dirty, so we're gonna go with some wire brushes and get them all cleaned up. And then once we're ready, we'll start putting the ARP studs in it. Yeah, he's rich, so he has a snap-on. He has a snap-on, nice, like expensive torque wrench. I have a Harbor Freight one, so
I had to have that to work at Roush.
Well, I do not work at Roush.
They don't even let you work.
Well, fuck Roush. Yeah, but so I have all these little O-rings that goes on the head and a bunch of like gaskets. Let's start cleaning this and then start putting the ARP studs in it, get the head gaskets ready, and slap it on. All right, so we're back in the garage after coming from Walmart. We had to get some brake cleaner and some razor blades to clean the block. Now it's nice and clean, but of course I have bad news, because why not? You know, like, this is my fucking video, this is my fucking life. Look at this shit. So this is
see, now that it's clean, you can see that it's fucked up.
Yeah, so I didn't notice it because it was dirty, and as you can tell, we're still gonna send it. But yeah, the piston is fucked up right here in the corner. This motor, like I said before, it still had 150 compression across, and the car did not smoke or nothing. So I don't know how big of a deal, but it is a sharp corner, so it's gonna create more heat. Like I was talking to Tony. I don't know, we're gonna send it. I have no other choice. You know, I really cannot afford to buy another motor. Like he was saying that we could, you know, take the piston out, rebuild it. But I told him at that point, I'm just gonna build the engine, you know. Like I said, this motor ran fine. It never had an issue. It treated me good for a whole season. Yeah, it's gonna be boosted now. You know, it's gonna be making more power. Like I was telling Tony, if the car blows up the last drift event, I don't give a fuck. As long as like it lasts me a whole season, I'll be happy. But right now, I have no other choice. Like I really have, you know, I'm not gonna go out, spend fucking $2,000-$3,000 on building another engine, or spend $1,700 on buying another motor. I'm just gonna send what I have. Our local junkyard have a bunch of G35s, but they do not let you compression test them. So, you know, it's so dumb. It's an LKQ, but they don't let you bring a battery in. So I asked him, so how the fuck am I supposed to know the motor's good? They literally told me, take it home, put it in your car. If it's bad, bring it back. I'm like, bro, like, it's so fucking stupid, you know?
I hate that junkyard.
Yeah, it's so fucking stupid. He went there to buy some ECU plugs, and they wanted how much money?
Connectors. They were trying to charge me $110 for connectors.
$110 for LKQ.
That were cut off the harness already.
Yeah.
So
it was literally like, what, 2 or 3 connectors, huh?
Yeah. And you know, they're cut off the harness already. Like when I walked away, they probably just threw them in the garbage.
Literally. Go back and send them in the garbage.
It's crazy.
So it's so fucking stupid, you know. And I was so mad because I really wanted to buy a motor from there, you know. And the thing is, like, and you cannot bring a battery to see how much mileage the car has. So you cannot go based off that. You know, you cannot go compression test a car.
You base that to see if it's wrecked.
Yeah.
If it looks like it's like been smashed, then it's probably running.
Yeah. But then you don't know if, you know.
But you still don't know.
Yeah. I went to buy a motor, and a couple of days ago when I went there, he got it, like, he sent me a video of the car running, and I got there and the fucking motor had 60 PSI compression, and the car was running fine, you know.
At least he let you test it.
Yeah, at least I tested it beforehand. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna send it. I was talking to a couple of people, they say it might be fine. Like I said, I only want one season from this. That's all I really want. Because if the VQ treats me good this season, I am gonna go build the motors in my car right now. And if the VQ treats me like shit, I'm just gonna go LS swap for next year. You know, I have a 5.3 in my truck that I'm scrapping my truck, and it only has 130,000 miles, but it's super rusty. So I'll take that motor out, put it in the 240. But for now, go with the VQ. We got the head gaskets ready. We're just getting the ARPs ready, and we're gonna slap it on. But Tony's getting them all hand tight. I don't know what the fuck he's doing now.
Well, when I put this one in, you can hear it squeaking.
So he has some water in it.
So it's kind of tight. So I was feeling like, yeah, maybe it has some oil or water in it. Try to blow that one out again.
Yeah, I'll blow it out, Papi. You know I'm good at that.
And we'll save this one to put it back in that slot.
Yeah, leave it there so it falls off.
It's not gonna fall. It'll be fine.
Yeah, but I'll blow that one out.
But yeah, they're just going in hand tight.
Yeah.
No Loctite, no nothing.
Yeah, I've done this on my Evo before.
Yeah, I've done this on every car I've built.
Yeah.
Everything.
And these are not L19s. I wanted L19s, but like I said, they're sold out everywhere. These are like they only hold like 500 horsepower.
You can't fit L19 stock.
Yeah, you can.
You have to drill this out.
Junior's car had L19s. It was stock. Yeah.
Well, L19s will fit on like 4G, I believe.
Yeah.
And like SRT4 engine, but this engine, look at how tight these ones
Yeah.
are.
I mean,
I don't think you would have fit L19s.
I don't know, to be honest. He might be right. I don't give a fuck.
You gotta drill it out on Hondas. You gotta drill it out and tap it.
This is a Honda guy, you know. This is a wing lawnmower guy here.
Hey, you're gonna like my Honda swap.
Yeah, he's doing if you guys want to watch,
most likely gonna do
I'm gonna shout you out. So if you guys want to watch some Honda stuff, go follow him. What's your channel?
Dinuzzo K-E-K.
Yeah.
Dinuzzo K-E-K.
Go follow him. He's gonna be doing a K-series swap on his Miata. It's gonna be pretty dope. I wanted to do one, but I'm not rich like him, so I can afford a K-series swap. And like, believe it or not, I was thinking of putting a Miata motor. I had two right here. He was trying to convince me to put a Miata motor in the 240. It'd be kind of funny, but I don't think it's worth for being funny. It's the whole Miata swap on my fucking drift car.
I mean, you tried to do a freaking 4G in a Miata.
Yeah, I mean, but that's better though.
But yeah, it is better. But I'm just saying, like, how is that not right up your alley to do Miata swap?
Because a 4G will hold 400 horsepower all day in stock.
I get what
and Miata 250, and you're fucking like on the line.
You're not wrong with that. I mean, the power is bad on the Miata.
Yeah.
But they're still fun and it will last and it's reliable.
Yep. So these two, he said they were tight. So I'm about to get a compressor, blow them out.
Yeah, these ones went in fine. These ones were.
I heard them squeaking too. So they probably have some moisture, some water inside. So let me let me blow them out. Oh yeah, look at that.
All right.
Clean? Oh wait, take the tape off.
Oh, I gotta take the tape.
Damn, luckily I saw
that. Hopefully, there's no residue.
I'll be pissed.
Nah, it doesn't. It's not leaving a residue.
It's a good tape.
Yeah.
Hurry up, it's kind of heavy.
It's not heavy. I held one of these with one hand while I put it in the car.
Okay, buddy. Okay, Hulk. Hulkate este bicho.
You're the one that goes to the gym too.
Dude, it's just.
And you're complaining.
I have my finger.
Oh, the head has the same marks in it from the piston.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Let me see. That's good news.
Right here. Look.
Oh yeah. What the fuck? Why they didn't say nothing?
It's not gonna affect it that bad. I don't think so.
That bad. What the fuck? I'm kind of pissed now. Oh, record so people know how stupid I am. Why the fuck they didn't say nothing?
I don't think it's gonna make a big difference.
I'm kind of fucking pissed if I ain't.
I mean, yeah, it ain't great, but whatever. It is what it is.
We're done.
Boom.
Let's start it.
Yeah. Boom, literally, huh?
Fuck. Shut the fuck up. Don't say that. What an asshole. No. Alright, so we have both heads on. All these studs. Everything has lube on it, which will be all good to torque it down. We're using Tony's fancy snap-on torque wrench. And you know, we're gonna hit it with 28 foot-pounds. It says to do evenly up to 85. So I guess here goes nothing, you know. Pinch my fucking finger, dude.
You probably just do this on time lapse, bro.
Yeah. No, you can cut it. Yeah, I did more than I was supposed to. So I got all the studs torqued down with the sequence that they say. I did 90 foot-pounds. Just 5 more than 85. I know they usually say to retorque them down after you get some heat in the motor. But in order for you to do the head studs on this car, you literally have to pull the whole cams, which, you know, you have to pull the whole front end off. So the way that the motor's sitting right now, if I wanted to retorque them, that's literally what I had to do, is take everything off. So I just did 5 pounds more. It shouldn't matter. I did the same thing on my Evo. and it was fine, so this should be fine. All right guys, so this is the end of the video. I do not want to include like me putting everything together because it's gonna take forever and the video is gonna be super long. So I know that I recorded when I was at Tony's house and we did the piping, but I was rushing him and I actually went and called some performers and I delayed my my tune date. So they were booked out, but I called them and they said that they had an opening for March 7th, and I think it's like a Tuesday. So I took it. You know, it gives me a whole extra month to finish everything and do everything right. So there's still a lot of work to be done in the car. I have to wire the fans. I have to do my fuel pump. I have to do my fuel filter, my gauges. So there's a lot of stuff that has to be done with the car. It's not just putting the motor and call it done. So at least having that extra month gives me time to finish everything and I don't have to be rushing. So he went out to his house and he redid all the piping. We're finishing the piping tomorrow. If you guys want to watch the next video, it will be with the piping done and it will be with the motor all completed.
Taking the car back to your house?
Yeah, he's bringing, probably Friday we'll bring the car back here.
Yeah. So
that's why I want to finish painting so I don't have to do all that. I'm actually gonna paint the intake right now before I go to sleep. I'm just gonna hit it real quick with some paint and let it dry overnight. And then tomorrow I'll be done. I can just clean up the whole garage and start putting the engine back together. But yeah, everything's looking pretty good. I'm happy. Actually, I'm not happy. So to be honest, I'm kind of bummed out. I put a lot of money into this car and time. I'd like I was saying earlier, I do not have another $1,700 to buy another engine, and like I said, I cannot go to my junkyard and buy another engine because it's not as easy as just putting the engine in the car and testing it out. I can just buy the engine, I guess, and test the compression outside of the car, but that requires me, me and Tony or someone else helping me pull the engine from the car just to test it out. And if it's bad, I'm gonna be pissed. So if I'm buying a motor, I want to test the compression before I buy it. If this motor blows up, my next thing will be going to a junkyard and finding a crashed car. If I can see the mileage, if they let me compression test it, then I'll buy it. But I am not paying. I think they want like $700-800 for a motor anyway.
I think it's gonna be around $400 to $600.
I know that they taxing for motors. They're taxing for everything. The OKQ sucks now.
It's pretty bad.
And there's another guy who has a motor that only has 100,000 miles, and I've been trying to buy it, and he's just saying that he doesn't have time to take the motor out of the car. I told him if he can just do a compression test, and he keeps like ignoring me. And I don't know when he's gonna pull the motor. It could be next week or it could be like in a couple months. He posted it for sale. I don't know why. If he doesn't have the time to take it off, so it's really annoying. But there's nothing really I can do. So I'm just gonna wait and see how this motor does. I'm gonna put the timing back together and do a compression test outside of the car. As soon as I put all the timing components in, I can just do a compression test right here on the engine stand. I just gotta put the flywheel and the starter on it.
And oil.
And oil. Oh yeah, I can't forget oil. So I guess I have to wait to pull the oil pan anyway because this oil pan, it's cracked and it's missing everything.
Yeah, you have to swap the oil pan from the other engine to this one.
Yeah. So my friend Fernando let me borrow his engine stand. So when we bring the car here on Friday, I'll probably pull the motor over the weekend and take the oil pan out. After I regasket, I already did the whole oil pan of that car. So I have to pull it out again, put new gaskets, new seals on it, and put it back on this motor, and then I can do a compression test. So it's a whole process, but anyways guys, that's it for this video. If you guys want to watch more, make sure to click that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.